size because we can't find an angle that doesn't show you my vagina.
Good morning guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is Tuesday. It's a very kind of typical working normal day for me, so I thought I would pick up the camera and give you guys another full day of eating, just to give you guys some meal ideas, things that you can have to fit your macros. Now about 10 o'clock, I am just about to eat my breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet and I am starving. This is what we've got. So I have made some protein pancakes. This is like the lowest calorie recipe ever. It's basically a scoop of protein powder. I used the birthday cake one from Premium Rules. Some baking powder and then some egg white powder. Like I said, I'll link the recipe below, but basically all you do is swill it up in a jug and then cook it off in the pan and it comes out like this. And then I've just got 50 grams of strawberries, some of this, my current favorite syrup, so the low calorie honey, well, virtually calorie free honey, and then cinnamon, because cinnamon goes on everything, and this sweet cinnamon from Tesco is the best one I have found. Excuse my shaky hand, by the way. I have had, before I did my cardio this morning, I had a monster and I've just had a massive coffee, and I am super sensitive to caffeine, so it always makes me a little bit jittery. I'm still steadily plugging away with this diet until the shoot, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of really enjoying having a bit more freedom than I had last year. As you guys know, I spent most of last year on bikini prep, so I was quite aggressively dieting. And realistically, before my shoots, I've got about 8-9 weeks, and I only need to drop about 2 kilos. So it's a much steadier pace of diet for me now. So this is much more kind of like about a lifestyle changes. But one of the things that I'm doing at the moment to try and keep my calorie intake a little bit lower is I push breakfast back as far as I can. Now I realise that, like, for some people 10 AM isn't particularly fasting, but my day starts really early and I always start each day usually with either a workout or cardio, so by 10 AM most days I'm pretty hungry. With my training and stuff, I'm not one of these people that has to eat before they train. I can go and train fasted, it's no big deal to me. I actually train quite well fasted. Today I'm actually training a little bit later with Hannah, my friend, so we're going to do a bit of a leg glute session, so hopefully I'll get some of that in for you guys to see. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to go eat these pancakes now because they smell really good and I'm really hungry, so I'll catch up with you guys at lunch. Okay guys, so it's now about 1:30. I'm getting hungry again because that breakfast was very low calorie, so I'm actually starving, but I've been on calls and stuff like that this morning, so I'm gonna make for lunch a skinny version of basically a bacon and egg McMuffin from McDonald's, because that's what I'm craving today. So I've just got some white English muffins, some bacon medallions, and actually these are really low calorie. They've got most of the fat cut off. Like for 2 medallions it's 62 calories, so that's pretty good. And then I'm just going to do some baked eggs, so I'll show you how I make these eggs in a minute with some coconut oil. It's actually a little idea that I saw on somebody else's YouTube. I can't remember who now, it was ages ago, and it's just something that's kind of stuck with me. So yeah, I'll show you guys how I do that. Some spinach for greens, and then obviously, you know, I love my sauces, so we've got some sauce. So I've got my eggs in here, and basically, because I'm going to be cooking the eggs in some fats, to keep the overall fat content of my lunch down, I've just kept 2 of the yolks, and then the rest I've just used all the whites. So I'm actually going to make 2 muffins out of this. So I've got 4 egg whites and then 2 whole eggs in here, so I'm just going to whisk that up. Saucepan cam. So now all of that is whisked up, I'm just going to get my little dish. So this is like my little 2-portion dish, and I'm just going to put some coconut oil in the dish to make sure that the eggs don't stick. It's because of lift, I can do that. So I'm actually just going to weigh out this oil, and I'm using the reverse weighing method. So, excuse the water all over my scales. So for those of you that don't know what it is, I've basically put the coconut oil on, I've set the scales to 0, and then when I remove the coconut oil, it's going to give me a minus number. So I'm going to go for about 5 grams. I have to put you down because I don't have enough hands. Okay, so then we just pour. So this bit now is all going to go really quick. So I'm going to pop this in the oven. It's probably only going to take like about 5 minutes. So I've just preheated my oven. So I'm going to assemble everything else. So I've got my bacon going in the grill. I've got my muffins toasting on the pan. And all I did was spray the pan with some of this butter spray. It just makes them taste loads better. So they are just starting to brown nicely. My hands are clean. So I'll flip them over in a minute, and then I've got my eggs going on in the oven. Basically, I'm going to have one of these now that I don't like to eat too much before I train. And then I'm going to make the other one and just wrap it up in some of this. So if I get hungry later, I can have it, or it's a lunch for tomorrow. So if you guys are like packing a lunch for work or breakfast even, this is a really good option. So we're going to go one muffin. And I'm going to put a bit of the lighter than light mayo in this. I don't actually weigh this out or track it because I'm not being that meticulous with things at the moment. And also I know roughly what, I bet if I guess this would be like 5 grams anyway. A little bit of ketchup. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. If I move off the saucepan there, you can kind of see what I'm doing. So yeah, a little bit of ketchup. This is like towards the end of the bottle, so it's bottle. Bristolian in me coming out. A bit of ketchup. Then I'm going to do a bit of spinach. I definitely pulled way too much spinach out of that bag. We don't need that much spinach. We'll just move some of that off. I don't know them long bits either, really. So I'll put that in the other muffin. I'll assemble when the other one, I'm going to wait for it to completely cool, but obviously this one I'm going to eat now. Put my bacon in. And then the eggs. Sorry, my battery died, you're back on. So the egg, this is really hot. So I'm just going to cut around the edge. You can see what I mean about if you didn't have any fat, this would be really sticky. Slice it in half because obviously we've got my 2 portions. And then all I'm going to do, please come out, is scoop that out. Super thick. Oh, look at that. And then I'm not going to add any salt because the bacon's pretty salty, but we'll just go a little bit of black pepper, put the lid on, and can you guys see how good does that look? Oh yeah. I'm really hungry. I'm going to eat this. I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. So I just thought I'd show you before it goes in the fridge. So I've just wrapped the other muffin up. Chucked it in a Tupperware. I just use this. It's lined with baking paper, so it stops it going soggy, but then it's foil on the other side. This is really good for not only baking, but also wrapping things. So yeah, that will go in the fridge, and then I've got either a snack later if I want it, or lunch tomorrow. I've just got ready to go to the gym. My camera has just said it's ran out of memory, so I deleted some old videos off this memory card, and I think I may have just deleted the introduction to this video. Yeah, I've just got ready to go to the gym. I thought I would show you guys what I'm wearing because this is some more of my GLUTEYWEAR favourites. So these are the chili pepper leggings. Can you guys see that? So they're the bright red ones. I'm going to put you down actually so you can see. You see the colour. These are my absolute favourite, and they've got the token like GLUTEYWEAR scrunch bum. Let's hit the obligatory butt pose. And I've just paired that with the GLUTEYWEAR cropped like long sleeve top. I have got a long vest on underneath here, but what I do when I wear that to the gym is I just roll it up a bit, because obviously it's going to look weird coming out the bottom of here. So then when I train and I take this off, I'll pull the vest down, just because I'm not one of these people that likes training in a crop top. I just prefer to wear like baggier, looser clothing when I train, so I always put a vest on. And I know a few of you have asked about these crossover sports bras that I keep wearing. You may have seen me wearing on Instagram. They're just really cheap, basic sports bras from Primark, and all I do is I make the straps long and then I cross them over my head. So, just got to the gym. Hannah is here, living her best treadmill life with me. So neither of us are really feeling that infused to train today. So we're currently walking along on the treadmill, getting some steps in, deciding our workout session for today. And neither of us are feeling like a big heavy leg session or anything like that. So like the best piece of advice I can give you if you're struggling for motivation and to get to the gym is just show up. like we did, because when you get here you will find something that you want to do. Here she is, the little ray of sunshine. 2 seconds you've been on. So Nat is currently dieting, in case you couldn't tell from her overly positive demeanour right now. Yeah, look. You're getting shredded though, mate.
No.
Look.
I was getting. This is the puppy on shoot. This is the puppy.
Nat, I'm trying to get a cute shot of the puppy and all I got is your ass. Thumbs up for Nat's ass. So I'm going to talk you through this exercise because we can't find an angle that doesn't show you my vagina. So it's basically like a hip thrust setup, but what we're doing is opening up the hips to hit a slightly different part of the glutes. So you're taking the knees out, bar in position, and then slow, controlled movement, drive up, like you would a hip thrust. In, out, quick session done. How's that, Hannah? She loves it. Nat's been training real hard. That's pretty much what she's been doing.
Natalie.
Natalie.
You need to rename yourself.
It's because she's had some ink. This is why Nat can't train legs for us today.
Well, she's just going to get another tattoo next time.
Yeah.
Every time it's like
she'll be like full body coated. Can't train another tattoo, guys. Okay, so dinner time. And we have a chicken curry with some green beans, and I was supposed to do some rice, but in my post-workout gym state I forgot to put the rice on. So what I'm going to do quickly is toast up one of these in a sec, and we're going to pretend it's a naan bread. We're going to improvise. And basically this has made 4 portions, so I've got meals prepped for the next couple of days as well. You guys will know, like I've said in my previous videos, because I live by myself, I tend to batch cook. So I'll cook enough for like a family and then I'll just eat that for the next couple of days. So all I've done with this curry is just a 500-gram pack of chicken breast, some mushrooms and spinach, which are my 2 favourite vegetables for bulking out anything in a sauce. They just add so much more volume for next to no calories. And then I couldn't be asked to make a sauce, so I bought one. Shop bought sauces are absolutely fine. Like this one per 100 grams is 83 calories. So in each portion you're looking at about 100 calories coming from the sauce. So I'll put the macros of the whole dish, including the muffin, so you guys can see what I've had today. If I get hungry I might have a second muffin, because it dawned on me in the car, like I haven't really eaten that much today. But my most active part of the day has just been at the gym. So it might be why I've not felt as hungry as usual. But that's what I tend to try and do. Like on the days where I don't feel that hungry, I just don't eat as much, so it allows me more wiggle room on the days that I do feel hungry. And I think that's a really important point if you're tracking calories and macros. Like flexible dieting, it doesn't just mean flexible in terms of your food choices, it means flexible in terms of your calorie structure. Like on no 2 days is your output exactly the same, so on no 2 days is your appetite going to be exactly the same. So don't be afraid to go a little bit over some days, because there will probably be other days where you're not as hungry like me today, and you'll run a bit lower naturally. As like a healthy meal option to get more vegetables in, I actually love curries. Like they're one of my favorite things that I like recommend to clients. Like it doesn't have to be super spicy. If you don't like spice, you can pick a mild sauce. I usually go tomato based over the creamy ones because calories and fats will be lower in the tomato based ones. But they're such a good way. Like in this curry here, you've got like tomatoes and onions in the sauce, you've got spinach, we've got mushrooms. Like if I wanted to, I could put any other veg I was fancying. Like if I was running lower carbs, it would be so easy to just increase the quantity of green veg that I serve it with. Or if you have got carbs, you can put potatoes in it. And because they're like quite spicy or they're quite flavorful, they take longer to eat, so they're more satiating. So I really rate curries as like a good all-round meal, and they keep really well, like stuff in a sauce for meal prep. So yeah, I am a big fan of like curries or stuff in sauce. As a vegetarian, like there's so many options you can do with like lentils, beans, pulses. Like just don't be afraid to play around with different flavors, different sauces. Again, like don't be afraid of sauces in jars. There are some really good ones out there, and as long as the majority of your diet is like, you know, it's unprocessed foods, then you know, you don't have to worry about the odd jars of sauce and stuff like that. Like I know there's some coaches out there that will tell you can't have sauces and stuff. You know what I say to my clients? If chucking a sauce on something encourages you to eat more vegetables, then do it. It makes a lot more sense than, you know, kind of never eating any veg, because there is a whole health aspect to dieting as well, and the more vegetables, more nutrients you've got in the diet, the better you'll feel, the better you'll look, the better you'll train, and it's all a positive step towards losing body fat. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna I'm gonna toast these muffins and then I'm gonna eat, and I'll catch up with you guys at my next meal, because it's only 6:30 now, so there will be another meal before bed, I am sure, and I need to shower. Catch up with you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so excuse the absolute state of me, but I thought I would just show you what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm currently just about to use my new little toy that I bought myself. One of the things that I'm really bad at is like stretching, foam rolling after sessions. I am one of these people, I'll hold my hands up, that tends to just run out the gym when she's done, because I'm pretty short on time. One of my goals to myself this year is to really focus on my recovery. One of the things that I've massively noticed since I've moved into my 30s is that I don't recover in the same way that I used to. Everything just feels a bit tighter, and I can remember before I kind of hit my 30s, like people saying this, and I used to just think, oh, whatever, come on, get over it. But as much as I hate to admit it, and as much as my mind still thinks I'm in my 20s, like my body physically isn't. So that's one of my like little goals to myself this year, is to just stay on top of my recovery. So this is only a cheap gun. I did borrow my friend's gun initially, and his is like a £200 gun, and it's a lot better than this one, I'm not gonna lie, but this was like 60 quid off of Amazon. I'll ping the link below in case anyone wants it one. You basically turn it on, it's a very good start point, and then once it's on, and the bits fell off. Oh my goodness, what a joke this is. Hang on, I need to make it stop. Make sure the bit's fully pushed in. Will it get on? And then it has like these different speeds depending on what muscle group, and you literally, so let's say I was gonna do, I'll show you guys, you literally just run it along the, my quads are quite tight after that training session, but I generally go with the body part that I've trained that day, and I just spend like 5 minutes. You don't need to apply much pressure, because that's kind of the point of the gun, that it does it all for you, but it really just found a knot, and if you find a knot, you just hold it on for a few seconds. Oh, this is sore. But yeah, I'm basically just spending 5 minutes a day doing that, and it should help my mobility and my recovery between sessions. So I'll keep you guys posted on that and how that's going. You guys know I like something sweet before bed, so I'm just going to show you this little like creation that I'm making. So because this will be like my last kind of meal before I sleep probably, I want to get in a good serving of protein because that will help my muscles repair and rebuild whilst I sleep. So I've got the fat-free quark that you guys know I eat all of the time, and I've got that whole tub in there that I've just mixed with the white chocolate flavour drops. And then in this little Tupperware here, I basically set some of this sugar-free jelly with some of these frozen cherries. I always have, like, I've got about 4 pots of this made up in my fridge because it's like so low calorie, and it's a really easy, like, if you crave sweet things after you eat, it's really good to have them made up because it kind of stops you cupboard raiding. So I'm going to layer that up in the bowl, and then I'm going to top it off with some of this chocolate fudge cakes skinny syrup. I'm running a bit low actually, I need to order some more of this one. One of my favourite flavours, especially with cherries, like the whole cherry chocolate thing is good. And then I've just weighed out 20 grams of these dark chocolate chunks from Co-op, so I'll sprinkle them on the top. So let's assemble. So there it is. It looks a bit of a mess, but I promise you guys it tastes really, really good. It's kind of got like trifle vibes going on, but yeah, if you like the whole chocolate cherry thing, then definitely try this combo because it is really, really good. So yeah, that's my phone ringing, so I need to go and pick that up. I am gonna eat this meal now. And then probably watch a bit of TV, go to bed. So I hope this video has been useful. I hope it's given you an idea. I'm gonna put my total macros for the day across the bottom of the screen. I actually have no idea what they are until I edit this video, but I reckon I'm somewhere around 1500 calories for the day. I know I've gotten enough protein. Like I said to you guys, I'm not meticulously tracking macros at the moment. Like, I do this for my job. I've been doing it long enough to know when I'm in a calorie deficit, to know roughly what a day of calories looks like without having to go through the stress of putting everything into MyFitnessPal. But if you are new to tracking, I recommend that you pre-plan your days in advance, and you can tweak any of these meals to fit your macros. So yeah, I hope it's been useful. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like it, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I'll be giving you plenty more workouts and recipe ideas across the coming weeks. But yeah, that's it from me guys. I'll see you in the next video.